Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do Wake Up Wednesday, what you need to hear right now. So I have a bunch of cards here to do something that will give you a wake up call. Sorry, it's Wake Up Call Wednesday, not Wake Up Wednesday. Wake Up Call Wednesdays, I decided. So I'm doing, I'm starting a weekly lineup, and it's going to be, and by the way, if you've already heard my spiel about the twin flame reading giveaways that I'm doing, you can find the timestamp below for when the reading starts. But anyway, so my new weekly lineup is going to be Metaphysical Mondays, what the divine wants you to know this week, what's your mission. And then Tuesdays will be Twin Flame Tuesdays, advice from your fifth dimensional twin flame on how to get into physical union. Wednesdays will be your Wake Up Call Wednesdays, what you need to hear right now. Thursdays is Thankful Thursdays. That will be subscriber's choice. So tomorrow night, I'm actually doing something called Twin Flames Love Story. What will happen in the month of April. And then Fantastic Fridays will always be a loving message from your divine masculine and what they want you to know or what's happening. And then Saturday will be Soulful Saturdays, how to empower yourself as a divine feminine. And then Sundays are Sage Advice Sundays. That is the DFDM energy update and what is blocking the connection. So I'll give you like the energy update of the divine feminine, divine masculine energies that I'm channeling for that day, and then what is blocking the connection. All right. And then something else that's very exciting that I'm starting is some giveaways. So I am very new. I will hit my 3 months. I believe will be April 6th will be my third month I'll hit. And so it does take a little time to kind of ramp up, at the beginning. And so I decided that when I hit my 100 subscriber mark, which I'm halfway there, so once I hit my 100 subscriber mark, I will give away 2 twin flame readings, which have no time limit. And they're very in depth and very detailed. And I'm all about helping people get into twin flame union. That's why I do this channel. I always say I'm not about the when because I don't believe in the when. People always want to know, when is my twin flame coming back? There is no when. It's when. It's how. Then and that's what I teach. There's a how to get into twin flame union. And then once you learn the how, then you're in twin flame union. There is no third dimensional when. It's not a third dimensional relationship. So that's what I try to, teach on this channel. That's what I'm all about. And so with a personalized reading, I would get way more in depth for you. Usually the price of that is $88.88. And then I also do an over the phone coaching, which is separate. I am a certified life coach, but I call myself a twin flame union coach. And that is normally $100. And either of those will be discounted until May 30th for $65. And so I'm going to put that below that information. You can email me if you're interested. But if you're interested, you could just go for the free giveaway, and that's just for the twin flame reading. And so, so the way that works is, so whenever you comment, it has to be a positive comment, no negative comments against me, my channel, or your twin flame. I want to keep it positive. I'll put a heart next to your name, which I do anyway, and then I put your name in the jar. And for as many comments as you do, well, 1 comment per video, but as many comments that you put on any video, even the ones from the past, present, and future, I will put your name. So if you comment on 10 videos, your name's going to go in the jar 10 times. And it stays there. So if you don't get picked at the next milestone, your names will be in there for the next milestone drawing. Okay. And then the other way I'm going to do it is also, and then also if you do comment even on my past videos, I ask that you please let the video run because YouTube cares about watch time. That's what they care about the most out of anything. Like if a video is getting like 10,000 views, but they're only for 3 seconds long, they're pulling it. They're pulling that video. They don't care about views. They don't care about subscribers. They care about watch time. So if you do comment, please, I ask that you, even if you just run it in the background, you don't have to watch it. Just let it run. Although you might want to watch it. I have really good stuff. Like all my old videos are really good. And then also, when it comes to donations, so whatever the dollar amount is, that's how many times your name will go into the jar. So if you send me a $10 donation, your name goes in the jar 10 times. And again, it stays there. So it stays there for every time I do a new drawing. And again, I'll always give away 2 Twin Flame Union readings. And what I do is I have you email me. I will draw on camera, by the way, and then I'll have you email me, and then you just kind of tell me if there's any additional questions that you might have, and then I will videotape it, and then I send to you on video. Okay, and then like I said, if you are interested in more of a life coaching or twin flame union coaching, then that's over the phone, and that will be discounted until May 30th for 65. And yeah, so I'm very excited. So this is my new endeavor, and I have no minimum. So you know what? If 2 people comment between now and 100 subscribers, guess what? Those 2 people win the Twin Flame Union. There's no minimum. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. So yeah. So uh, check out my weekly lineup. Hopefully you'll get excited about that. Comment, subscribe, and again, I will put your name in for every. Just let me know that you subscribed, and then I'll also put your name in for the comment as well. And then if you have any ideas for what you want to see on my channel, please comment, and that will go. Hopefully, I'll pick yours for a Thursday. All right. So again, this is Wake Up Call Wednesdays, and so let's go ahead with the reading. Let's see what you got for Wake Up Call Wednesday. Okay, so the timestamp is 6:40. All right. Wake Up Call Wednesday. What do you got? All right, the first card you got is, wow. This relationship will happen regardless. It is fated. Yeah, and I have so many of these. I must have made my own. Like I must have made like 500 of these. Okay, and so when I pulled this, I laughed because it's true. This relationship will happen regardless. It's fated. This is a fated relationship. Okay, so this is your wake up call. Okay, some of you might be denying that this will ever happen, or you're giving up. But guess what? It's fated. It's going to happen regardless, whether you let it happen. There is no when. It is whenever you're a vibrational match. There is no when. It's not a third dimensional relationship. The twin flame union. All right, the next card you got is purging. We learn something new when we shed each layer. Okay, so this has to do with like inner child work. So this has to do with maybe energy work or maybe the emotion code. So as we learn something, as we shed each layer and as we're healing our inner child, we're actually learn something new. This is mostly true. Okay, I do have, if you want to comment on some of my videos, do the chakra one. So I have chakra videos that are also ASMR, so it also gives you the head tingles. Anyway, those it also like it releases things. So things like hit your brain as you're doing energy work, things start to release, and like it makes you learn something new when you shed each layer, like something you didn't know about yourself. But also with the emotion code, when you do the emotion code, things hit your brain and that it comes to the surface and then you release it. It's very interesting. But it's needed for these times because we're shedding, we're deprogramming. All right, so here's something to ponder. It says, I'm excited about the future because. Something to ponder on. I'm excited about the future because. Why? So we want to get excited about the future. And so the divine is asking you to get excited about something. It could be your mission, it could be your twin flame. All right, the next card you got is before completion. All right, so if you look in the picture, you see how this person is like right there at the brink, right? They're almost at completion. I look at this as twin flame union. I look at this as oneness. Okay, so just before you're in twin flame union, there's just a few more things that you have to complete. You just have to make sure you're in balance. You have to make sure you're in a higher vibration. Because what I always like to teach is if you attract your twin flame union down here, you're only going to repel each other energetically. You want to be up here. You want to be up here in unconditional love, joy, especially peace. That's the big one. Peace meaning if you're like, not in any kind of what's the word I'm looking for, where you're questioning it. Like you're never questioning. You're like, you know what? It's done. It's just like this card, right? When you're thinking like this is you and your peace. When you're saying this relationship will happen regardless, it is fated. You're in your peace. You're not worried about it. You're not overthinking it. You're not thinking when. You're not saying to yourself, oh, I doubt it, oh, it should have happened by now. So when you're in this thought process, this relationship will happen regardless. It is fated, and you are positive about that. Okay, that is where that is going to be. That is you at peace, and that is what you need before completion. Now, what took me for a loop is there was something additional about this, and that is you must be at peace with the world as well. Because if you're imbalanced about, because I know, because I put my twin flame out of balance not too long ago because of the way I reacted to, well, the way the world reacted to the virus kind of put me out of balance. It kind of worried me. It kind of upset me. The stock market thing kind of upset me. And what that did was it actually put my twin flame out of balance. So you have to make sure that you stay in balance. You've got to stay out of fear, and make sure you do that before you get into twin flame union. Okay, the next card you got is gratitude. It says, say thank you, experience the joy of acknowledging others. Say thank you, experience the joy of acknowledging others. So when you're in gratitude and you're not in lack, and when you're grateful for everything you have, that is going to magnetize you, well, magnetize anything that's higher, like for your highest good. Because when you're not in gratitude and you're in lack, then you start magnetizing and attracting things that are not for your highest good. All right. Next card you got is love surrounds me. Okay. It says love is respect, gratitude, generosity, equanimity, dignity, reasoning, non-judgment, compass, all sorts of stuff. Okay, so basically what this is saying is knowing that love surrounds you. See, it says kindness. So just knowing like you're in alignment, right? So you're aligning your chakras and you're well aware, you're conscious of the fact that love surrounds you no matter what, right? And you know that this relationship is going to happen regardless because it is fated. You know this in your intuition. You know what is fated. You know what the universe wants to give you. Okay, you also know that you have to purge first. There's things that maybe that are trapped inside of you, and so the chakra cleansing on my videos will be very helpful. But things will come up. That's just how that works. All right, the next card you got is be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. There's that word again, peacefulness. So yeah, so when you're willing to forgive, when you're willing to forgive your twin flame or yourself or anyone else, what that does is that brings more peace to your life because, when you don't forgive, that's actually affecting you energetically. It's putting you out of balance, and it's the burden that you have to carry of not forgiving someone else. So when you release that burden and just forgive them, now you're at peace. Okay, and that's where you want to attract your twin flame. Okay, the next card you got is leave a stressful situation behind. Kind of a theme here, right? It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. Yeah. So, kind of like forgiveness, right? Leaving a stressful situation behind. You're just leaving it behind. Again, leaving the baggage, leaving, anything that was a burden, dropping the burden, letting it go. That's going to take good care. That's taking good care of yourself. And that's surrounding yourself with healthy relationships and positive situations. Otherwise, you're carrying it with you. When you're carrying around the past with you, and it was a stressful situation or a hurtful situation, well, now you're in an unhealthy relationship and unhealthy situation because you're carrying it around you and you're surrounding yourself with it. So it's best to leave that for your own health and your own well-being. All right, the next card you got is compassion, Kuan Yin. It says release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I always say when it comes to the twin flame, because I know, trust me, even in physical union, they don't really show how they really feel about you. They really don't. You have to trust your intuition and you have to feel it energetically. In the 3D, You don't really see it as much. You don't really feel it as much. And that could be because of our own imbalance. So they're only they're only reflecting back what you're giving. So if you're feeling kind of stifled or not showing a whole lot, they have no choice but to do the same thing. But at the same time, when we're imbalanced, it imbalances them. And so they don't know why they're so imbalanced. Okay. But it's you in another body. And so try to have compassion for your twin flame, because, if you want to do this, if you want to do the coaching over the phone, I really go into depth with this and what this means. Trust me, I've been through every situation, so I know how everyone feels and how they feel about the way they've been treated, that their boundaries have been crossed. But when you have compassion and you really see the relationship from high above and a bird's eye view, when you're looking at the relationship from the fifth dimension, you'll see everything clearly. Right now we're seeing things in the third dimension, which is nothing but illusion. I should say disillusion, and it's false and it's just not correct. It's just not what you think. It's just one big mask. It's the best way I can explain it. And so please try to have compassion for yourself. Try to have compassion for your twin flame. Just focus on the love and light that is within you and within everyone. Okay, and be at peace and be willing to forgive. All right, the next card you got is children. It says your connections with children is part of your life's purpose. So some of you might be parents, some of you might be teachers, some of you work with children in some way. And so they just want to let you know this is not for everyone, but for some of you, your connection with children is a part of your life purpose. A lot of us are parents and know this to be true. Okay, the next card you got is compromise. Yeah, so when it comes to compromise, they're asking you, again, kind of what I was saying before, to kind of see this relationship from a fifth dimensional point of view. If you look at it from a third dimensional point of view, you're seeing nothing but illusions. It's nothing but illusions. It's just a mask. It's very false. It's like we're playing roles in the third dimension, and it's not even how they feel. That's the weird part. They can't show how they really feel. All they could do is put a mask up. And so in order to compromise, to be in this relationship, you must compromise. You must meet them halfway, okay? Do your best to meet them halfway when it comes to this relationship, okay? So whatever that means to you, where you leave the stressful situation behind, you don't have to be a doormat. You can have your boundaries and say, these are my boundaries. It's your right to be the Queen of Swords and cut out anything that's not for your highest good. But just know, if this really is your twin flame is for your highest good, and you have to meet them halfway and you have to balance yourself out, okay? All right, the next card you got is Twin Flame, teaching to go within for happiness. Yeah, that's a big one. So that's what they're there for. So it's a very loving relationship, but what they're there to teach you is to go within for happiness. Like, they're not there for you to cling onto for your happiness. That is a third dimensional relationship. That is an old paradigm. That is old programming. And so on both sides, not just us as a divine feminine, but the divine masculine as well, they have to learn the same thing, that they cannot rely on us for their happiness either. So it goes both ways. There's where we have to go within for our happiness, we have to go within for love, and then that gets embodied in the 3D outside of ourselves. Now, this is why I'm saying it's wake up call Wednesday, because I know this stuff is not normal. Okay, the next card you got is Four of Swords, okay? And so this is about someone who's taken a break, someone who is healing, somebody who is resting, well-needed rest, someone who's kind of been through the ringer. So yeah, so the universe is just saying right now, it's time for you. Right now is a time for you. It's a time to rest. It's a time to take a break, love yourself, nourish yourself, take super duper care of yourself. I'm all about the blisscipline. I have a list of things that I wrote down that I use to discipline myself in my bliss. I know that sounds weird, but I grew up in an interesting household where bliss wasn't really the main theme. And so I've learned to discipline myself in my bliss. And so taking time out, taking time for yourself can be very blissful. You just have to find what makes you happy. All right, the next card you got is Dry Desert. Okay, so you see how this woman, who kind of looks like me, by the way, with the long red hair. Okay, so see how she's walking through this very deserty, very hot, very uncomfortable type environment. It's very like see how no one else is there? It's very desolate. She's like the first one. It's like she's the pioneer. She's walking ahead in this 115-degree weather, knowing that this is not an easy journey, going against the wind where it's dusty. And so what they're saying is, this is you right now. You are the pioneer. You are the person who is showing others how this is done. So this is a journey that hardly anyone has taken. So what they're telling me is only 25% of the world even has a twin flame. Only those who've signed up for it isn't very many. And only about 4 to 5% are even in union right now out of the 25%. And so very few people have taken this journey. And so this is you. And, you know, and the universe is telling me to say thank you because this is a very difficult journey. And you are going against the norm, you are deprogramming, and you are a pioneer. And keep going. They're saying just please keep persevering. You're doing wonderfully. But they want to know that they know what you're up against, you know, and what this means. And see, if you look at the footprints, although interesting, if you look at the footprints, there's footprints next to her. So that tells me your guides are right next to you. Your twin flame, you know what? Okay, you know what they're telling me? This is your twin. Oh, I'm gonna cry. This is your twin flame next to you, walking next to you. Okay, that's your fifth dimensional twin flame walking next to you. I know you don't see them, but they're right there next to you the whole time. Okay, next card you got is Inner Temple. It says devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so this is all about when you tune into the own portal of your heart and you love yourself, what you do is loving yourself is loving your twin flame because it's you in another body. And so when you're devoting yourself to you and yourself, you're devoting yourself to your twin flame. It's feels very backwards where you're not going outside of yourself. You're going within to connect to your twin flame. Okay. And then as you're unconditionally loving yourself and unconditionally loving your own divine masculine side of yourself. So when you go within, just know that your divine feminine and divine masculine inside of you and your own divine feminine, divine masculine side of you is integrated. Feel the integration, feel the peace, feel the unconditional love inside of you. And that is creating a portal of love, a portal of love that is healing the earth. It's huge. Like this is a huge mission that you guys are on right now. If you watch Metaphysical Mondays, the divine tells you all about your mission, by the way, on this journey. It's really awesome. Check out Metaphysical Mondays. You'll know exactly why you're on this journey. Okay, the next card you got is Tiger. It says passion, adventure, beckon. Yep, so they're asking you to not give up, that this passion and this adventure that you're on is beckoning you. So this is you. You're not willing to give up. You're not willing to give up because you know that this relationship will happen regardless as it is fated. So they're asking you to follow your passion, follow the adventure, don't give up, be the tiger, be strong, don't give in. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You just have to keep going. Go within for your happiness. Send loving, unconditional energies to your twin flame. And then the last card you got is muscle testing, emotions, inner child work. Yep. So this is what I was talking about at the beginning, where I was talking about when you do the emotion code. It's called muscle testing. You can do your muscle testing to figure out what emotions are trapped inside your body. So if you go on YouTube, look up emotion code. It's my favorite thing to do. I do it especially during the full moon. But you could do it every day. And it tells you through muscle testing what trapped emotions are inside of you. And that will help you do your inner child work. It'll help you to purge, right? Because that's another card you got, purging. So it's like almost like a theme. So they want you to purge and shed each layer. And the way you're going to do that is through muscle testing your emotions. That is your inner child work. Again, you could do it through the chakra cleansing. I do that on some of my videos. You can see that below. Um, yeah, I think I have it below those videos, and it's very helpful. But things will come up, and that's what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to come to your consciousness for you to release, and I believe you release it through a magnet. One way. There's different ways to release those emotions. Well, anyway, that is all we have for Wake Up Call Wednesday. What's something you need to hear right now. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and yeah, let me know what you'd like to see on Thursday. Also, if you were interested in the giveaway for the readings, go ahead and comment on other videos, and as many times as you do, I will put your name in the jar. Very excited about that. Otherwise, thank you so much for clicking on my channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.